Until I turned 38 this year, I realized that those high-quality single men didn't even look at me. Over. I really can't get married anymore. I'm already 34 years old. What should I do? At 38, she still has a sweet appearance with a car and a house. Since she was young, Jiaqi has had a princess dream. I really hope that someone will ride a white horse, tread on colorful clouds, and come to me saying, "I finally come to pick you up."
In my opinion, a girl's most precious asset is her youth.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. All right, guys. Now, today, we have a problem. Now, it's the same problem that happened over here in the West, right? But you guys already know from the place that's famous for Shengye, and you already know what that means, leftover woman.
Over 27, unmarried, female. What do you call this lady? In China, if women who remain unmarried in their late 20s and 30s, we call them 剩女, which means leftover women.
And women actually become leftover around 27. Usually, it takes full effect when they hit around 30. So what happened was out in China, right? There's a bunch of women that were lied to. Now, we have a problem where there's over 100 million. Yes, that's correct. 100 million leftover women. The reason why it's so many, because you already know China was one of those places where they had like around close to 1 billion people or something like that. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, they have a lot of people. So yes, they have a problem of over 100 million leftover women. Let's get into this epidemic right now.
I am 38 years old with a master's degree. I am a high-quality single woman. I originally thought that in Hangzhou, I could find an equally high-quality bachelor. But until I turned 38 this year, I realized that those high-quality single men didn't even look at me. Now, the ones chasing after me are rural bachelors. In other words, if I want to get married, I can only marry into the countryside.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I got to pause it right there. After this, I'm going to shut up. This is the same problem in America, right? Women are told by parents, get your degree, focus on your career. The man will come. That man will be there. Those men aren't looking for you. They're looking for younger, much younger women that are in baby making age. When you're 38, you're pretty much washed up and done. But these guys are getting women that are ready to have a family, that are gorgeous. They're not going with just any woman. They don't care about your degree. Same thing in China.
Oh no, it's over. I really can't get married anymore. I'm already 34 years old. What should I do? My mum is still waiting for grandchildren. Do I really have to resort to buying sperm for artificial insemination? It's so scary. I want a man. This is my undergraduate degree from Qingdao University of Science and Technology. And this is my master's degree from a private university in Seoul. You don't need to understand Korean. This is the official certification of my master's degree, stamped with an official seal. If I were to falsify any documents, I'd be in prison. I graduated with my master's degree in 2015. In 2016, I obtained temporary residency in Shanghai. Here are the property deeds for my 2 houses. This is the purchase contract and keys for my property in Jiaxing, Shanghai. You can see my fingerprints at the bottom. If the rain stops in a couple of days, I can show you my house in Jiaxing. I couldn't find the purchase contract for the house in Hangzhou, but I'll show you the property there in a few days. This is one of my BMW cars, and this is one of my electric cars. Although it's not valuable, it's genuinely enjoyable to drive. I'm 34 years old with a master's degree, 2 houses and 2 cars. Previously, I earned around 300,000 yuan per year, but now it's around 150,000 yuan. If I were a man, I'd be highly desirable in the dating market. There would be many girls interested in me, and I could easily pick someone. But just because I'm a woman, I have little value in the dating market. The people others introduce to me are either financially destitute older bachelors or divorced individuals with children, or even unemployed rural singles. Does a woman lose her value as she ages, even if she's accomplished?
我的要求其实也不是特别高。
My requirements aren't particularly high. I prefer someone over 1.8 meters tall, good-looking, fair-skinned, with big eyes, preferably humorous and able to have fun with me.
And just to let you guys know, 300,000 yuan, she's making about 150 now. That's only 42,000 per year, right? But this is the thing. To all passport bros out there, they're not looking to go out there to China to be with a woman that's older, that is just like a modern woman. Guys don't want to go to China to get modern women. That's the thing. Some guys will. If a guy wants an older woman that makes 42,000 a year, right now she's making about what? 20,000, half that. Yes, a guy making 50, she's going to be happy with you. But still, most guys aren't. Guys want women that are young, that are ready to take care of them. Not a woman saying, oh, well, no, I have this, I bring this to the table. Well, I'll go for that.
They're from, but they must have their own career. Although each of these partner preferences sound normal, it's difficult to find someone who meets all of them. Her name is Jia Qi, a true Beijing girl. At 38, she still has a sweet appearance with a car and a house. Since she was young, Jia Qi has had a princess dream, with her room filled with various Hello Kitty decorations. As the only child in the family, her parents treat her like a princess, praising her even for washing dishes at home. Seeing his daughter getting older, her father often advises her to be more practical and not set her partner standards too high. Although Jia Qi still doesn't believe it's her problem, her desire to get off the singles market remains strong.
希望有一个人骑着白马。
I really hope that someone will ride a white horse, tread on colorful clouds, and come to me saying, I finally come to pick you up. You're my wife for life.
Delusional.
我对物质可能看得不是那么重。
I might not place too much emphasis on material things. My bottom line is that she should be able to afford a down payment in Beijing. That's my bottom line. If I were to pursue a girl of the same age, to be honest, I might feel a bit shortchanged because, in my opinion, a girl's most precious asset is her youth.
How intense is today's dating scene in China? Take this 37-year-old female master's graduate, Huang Yan, for example. She was once a top student and campus beauty. Growing up as an only child in a well-off family, Huang Yan received meticulous care from her mother throughout her schooling. Her father insisted she keep her distance from boys and focus on her studies. Over time, this led Huang Yan to have little interest in dating, and she never cared much about others' opinions on the matter. Graduating with excellent grades from medical school, Huang Yan smoothly transitioned into becoming a doctor at a top Beijing hospital. At the start of her career, she was young, beautiful, and had excellent qualifications, leading her to have high standards for her partner. After several unsuccessful blind dates, she finds herself at 37, feeling the pressure from her parents and worrying about not being able to find a spouse. With the help of a best friend, her marriage agency introduced Huang Yan to a divorced PhD graduate who was 4 years younger. They decided to meet at a tennis court since both of them enjoyed sports. The man wore black-framed glasses, had a square face, and a robust physique. After an exhilarating game of tennis, they both felt invigorated. He went by the name Lao Han. Huang Yan felt a slight attraction towards Lao Han. They then went to a hot pot restaurant for dinner. Initially, they got along quite well, but during their conversation, Lao Han lost interest in Huang Yan.
那个海燕老师跟我简单介绍了一下你。
Lao Han.
They said you'd never been in a relationship before.
Huang Yan. That's right, I've never been in one.
Do you mind that I've been divorced?
Huang Yan didn't directly answer and pondered for a moment. I think the person matters more. Lao Han persisted.
I don't know how girls view this matter.
Feeling that the topic was too sensitive for a first meeting, Huang Yan ended the conversation with just a few words. After Huang Yan changed the subject, Lao Han's demeanor turned cold. He felt that Huang Yan wasn't being sincere enough and couldn't discuss the matter with him openly. He felt she wasn't interested in understanding him or discussing their future together. The blind date ended shortly after. For Lao Han, his previous marriage didn't work out well. Besides looks and physique, his ex-wife wasn't suitable in other aspects and didn't bring warmth to the family. Now he wanted to find someone who could take care of the home.
Wow, so he's seen that with her. He saw the attitude she gave was an immature daddy's girl, right? And you guys notice the same way it is in the US, it's like that all over the world, right? But of course, it's more in the US, but maybe not. Maybe places like China, right? That has more people, it'll be evened out. This is truly sad, though. This woman didn't see her opportunity, kind of lost it. The guy was looking for maturity, looking for a woman that can be a woman of the home. Didn't see that in her. And also, she doesn't have it. She's never been in a relationship. She's been a daddy's girl. So that definitely not the woman for him.
To settle down with. On the way home, Huang Yan discussed Lao Han with her best friend. It was evident that Huang Yan still had some interest in Lao Han and was willing to continue getting to know him. However, when she tried to add Lao Han's contact information to her phone, he declined. Feeling confused, Huang Yan wondered why things couldn't continue. Her friend analyzed the situation, saying that when Lao Han asked how she viewed his divorce, she responded with an indifferent attitude. Lao Han felt she wasn't mature or sincere enough, so he didn't see the need to waste time. Furthermore, besides the difficulty in getting married, the emergence of single women may be more due to not wanting to marry. They hold an attitude of not settling or forcing themselves into marriage. I was born in 1983, so I'm 40 years old this year. I'm single with no children, and I think I might end up being single for the rest of
One thing you notice, right? These women that are like around 40 out there, you see the figure in her. You see, I don't see many lines on her. She looks young. A lot of these women are gorgeous, but they're too old. And think about a guy living over there, right? That's like, to me, in the Philippines, all these women over here are beautiful. But to a guy that's from the Philippines, he wants the baddest. Same there.
life. Recently, many people have been introducing potential partners to me, but I've declined all of them. I'm not very interested in meeting new people, as getting to know someone from scratch feels exhausting. And if it doesn't work out, it's just a waste of time. In the eyes of many single women, economic stability is one of the important factors for a stable marriage. Therefore, the phenomenon of brides requesting dowries before marriage is quite prevalent. But the high cost of dowries has skyrocketed marriage expenses, causing many young men to hesitate. There's even a girl demanding a dowry of 5 million yuan. Such a demand undoubtedly caused a huge uproar in the matchmaking market. Do you expect a dowry for your marriage? Of course. Can you give us an estimate of how much? I think with my qualifications, it has to be at least 5 million yuan. Could you tell us about your situation? I prefer a man who is 1.8 meters tall, owns a house and a car, and earns 1 million yuan annually. I meant your personal qualifications, not your criteria for a partner. My personal qualifications?
Hold up, guys. All right. 1 second. I gotta do some numbers. Let me crunch the numbers. What is 1 million yuan, 1 million yuan in US dollars? That's 138,000. So she wants her man to earn 138,000 a year. And what's that bride price? Oh, oh man, it's too much. 5 million yuan for dowry. She wants a man to pay her or her family, I don't know who it goes to, 691,000 US dollars. That's a lot for a man in you have to pay almost $1 million to marry her? Crazy. I wouldn't suggest any passport bros go here. You can get this for free. You go to Japan, right? You get a woman that looks better than this. Not asking for a what's that? 5 million yuan, $691,000. They're not asking for that.
Centimeters tall, I live with my parents, and I work as a receptionist with a monthly salary of 3,500 yuan. After the video was released, it sparked heated discussions online. Just grow old slowly in the sweet anticipation of love. Some people mocked, you should marry an alien instead. In recent years, the number of single women in China has surged. According to statistics, there are currently about 116 million single women in China, forming a unique social trend. Among them, the increasing number of unmarried female white-collar workers are
So you got to be kidding me. That girl makes, I think she said a month, $493 a month, but she wants somebody to pay 5 million yuan for her. 690. That's a lot of money.
to as high-quality single women. According to the prevailing Chinese saying, they are left alone because they are outstanding. High-quality single women often have a relatively high social status, are economically independent, and pursue freedom in life.
Wow.
But this group also faces significant negative societal judgments. Today, female white-collar workers in the workplace have more freedom and choices, but they still face considerable pressure and distress regarding marriage. They are often pressured by parents, relatives, and friends to get married, to stop pursuing their careers, lower their standards, and stop being so picky about potential spouses. Because usually, successful women like these are looking for partners who have better economic conditions and higher social status. They hope to find successful men with annual incomes of tens or even hundreds of thousands, or who own multiple houses and have various requirements regarding height, personality, etc.
I bet. Guys, what does this sound like? It sounds like the Wicked Witch of the West, right? Same thing guys are already used to. This shows there's a major problem. And what it's stemming from is the East being like the West in similar ways, especially in a place like China, right? Women are independent. Women are demanding. Same thing happened there that happened in the West. Women have so much independence. Women are soaring. They're lady bosses, right? So what's happening? They can't lower their standards for a man.
I think usually just go to the rural area because they grow them cute and they are not polluted by capitalism because all the major cities like Beijing and Shanghai. How much money you have?
Really?
What car you drive?
Wow.
The nice Chinese girl in the rural area who grew up raising sheep and cows and feeding pigs and growing corns, they just have big hand and big feet to work. They don't even know they are pretty. And they would just feel very lucky to find a nice man who respect them and love them.
Wow. She told guys, go to the rural areas in China and get a woman very pretty. She doesn't even know she's pretty. Where the man right away had to reject the girl. She's not considering anything I'm saying. And that's what guys are saying. Think about it. And I'm not sure if there's any movements like that over there. Like that's happening in the West, right? Well, actually there is. They got a passport bro movement that's going to the Philippines. Those guys are going to the Philippines, or if they're staying, same thing like in the West. They're getting with what? Younger women, or women that are more beautiful, or women that fit them, women that are willing to compromise, or women that are willing to participate in the soft guy era, right? Same thing is needed in China. But still, it's no problem because guys see it. Guys are on the outside looking in going, even South Korea, right? They try to make it like it's an X. It's not. Southeast Asia, Thailand, all those places, Vietnam, check. Philippines, check. Brazil, check. Eastern Europe, check. Some places. Africa, check. But China, definitely not a check. Because guys already can see the proof is in the pudding. These women are just like modern women. And guys are definitely looking to avoid that. That's why there's a big problem of over 100 million leftover women. Now, if a guy wants to go there and have fun, oh, you probably could. You probably could. As a foreigner going there, you would probably have the world be your oyster if you're a guy, but who wants to deal with that, right? Who wants to deal with a modern woman that speaks Chinese? Because that's all you're getting. And guys don't want to deal with that because we all realize there's definitely more to life than dealing with that. So he's coming.